Well, good afternoon, Lee. We're meeting here to discuss the support for Trouble-Free Pool, the web forum. As all of you folks know, the forum has expenses. We have server expenses. We have lots of other expenses that need to be taken care of. And as you might notice on the forum, there's no advertising. Such as that our expenses, we have to be covered with donations and a little bit from the PoolMath app. Donations from our supporters, though, and our members is the bulk of our funding. So a short video here that we're going to distribute out to try to reach out to everybody and one, explain where these funds go and how they're utilized, and two, request for some donations as much as you are willing to put out there. So Lee, what does TFP do with all these funds? Can you give us kind of a background rundown on that?
Well, for the most part, like you had said, the majority of our expenses goes right into keeping the website running. We've got server expenses. We've got myself and one other company that kind of watches over the server and everything for us. The majority of our funds goes to that. And like you had mentioned, we kind of feel it's pretty important to keep it advertising free. That way, we're not going to suggest a pump to you just because such and such is going to give us 5%. So all our advice, it's because it's what we mean. And we feel fairly adamant about that. We've turned around countless of times, companies suggesting, hey, how about we get into an affiliate link and all this other. We just don't want it. We want to be able to speak the truth for our users.
Right. So essentially, therefore, that support comes from different avenues, as we discussed about. So donations, which is, I suspect, is the bulk of the income that is used to pay for our expenses. There's a link on the forum website to donate and also to do recurring donations.
Correct.
For those that are interested. So kind of explain where that link is and how we can utilize that.
So at this point, the link's kind of in the sidebar or up in the menu. I believe it says something like support TFP. And you'll just go there. There's a page that kind of explains all the different benefits you get at the different donation levels. Like if you're a gold member, we want to send you out a t-shirt. We're going to give you some gift certificates for a few places, some discount codes for a few places. So you get a good bit of your donation back thanks to some of the work we've done behind the scenes. Plus you get a free, t-shirt, hat, whatever. But yeah, it's just in the menu. There's an option to support TFP. Members could just click on that, and then it just takes you through PayPal, and you kind of have your different choices.
Right. I noticed someone recently asked, well, they wanted to donate a different amount than the standard gold, silver, bronze, and they didn't quite understand that there is a space there on the page that you can put in any amount you want. And again, like I said, there is a space there that you can put in recurring, where monthly or quarterly or whatever, a certain amount will go out through most likely PayPal or some other method.
Right.
So that's great. What about PoolMath? I mean, we started PoolMath several years ago. And what's its status now? How much of do we get some amount of support through PoolMath?
Yes, with PoolMath, one of the things that when the developer contacted us and kind of poked around some interest, saying, hey, look, Trouble-Free Pool does not have the ability to produce an app, and especially not one to the caliber of PoolMath is. He had approached us saying, hey, look, I've got the skills. Trouble-Free Pool has the audience. Let's make a deal. So a percentage of all of the subscriptions to PoolMath, a percentage goes to Apple or Google, or they take their cut right off the top. A percentage goes to the developer, but he handles everything behind the scenes. And then a noticeable percentage goes straight to Trouble-Free Pool. So, if you want to subscribe and track your pool, at the same time, you're helping TFP. That money goes straight to server fees. That money goes straight to helping upload YouTube videos, buying some cameras to hopefully improve the quality, emails, animations, all of those different things. We don't have somebody behind the scenes doing all of it ourselves. We pretty much freelance most of it out. All of that costs money, and all of it's paid for by, like you said, either the donations or subscriptions to PoolMath.
Yeah, that's great. And at $8 a year, it's quite a value really for the storage of the data and the ability to track. I actually entered all my data back to the day I started the pool, and it's tremendous the amount of information that's there. These YouTube videos that we are uploading now, and we have all those animation videos, how can we help through the use of YouTube? Isn't there a way we can like or subscribe to the channel? Is that correct?
Yeah, on all of them, down towards the bottom, there's different subscription. You could subscribe. It's completely free. You subscribe as soon as we upload a new video. It'll give you a little notification on your phone. You could watch it like that. The other big thing is YouTube currently is the #2 largest search engine in the United States, right behind Google, which is owning YouTube also. So a lot of these videos that we're doing, part of what we're wanting to do is to start getting TFP out there even more so. All the young kids and everybody's moving to video. No one really wants to read when you could just watch the video. So we're trying to kind of help teach YouTube that, hey, trouble-free pool is an authority. We do know what we're talking about, and it's just an algorithm that they're learning by. So one of the big things that you could do for completely free is, if YouTube sees we jump subscribers by 500 members or whatever, it's going to go, wait a minute, somebody real behind this computer likes our content. There has to be something there. If everybody that's watching this video hits the like button, the YouTube algorithm's going to go, wait a minute, something in this video has to be good. We need to share it with more people. Let's see exactly, their algorithm will look at the descriptions, look at the titles and everything, and it'll go, hey, wait a minute, this one's about pool pumps. A lot of people seem to be liking this video about swimming pool pumps. Let's go through, Jake down the street has their pool, and they're doing a search saying, what's the best pool pump? It might pop up our video. And right now we're just kind of starting off. There's a few other, ones that offer kind of questionable advice, it seems like, that dominates YouTube. We're trying to kind of poke our head on their sticks a little.
Right on. Yes, absolutely. And onwards of that is also sharing on social media. So essentially, just if a person happens to be on Facebook or Reddit or some of those other kinds of things that personally I'm not on too often, but I do notice on the website, on the web forum, some folks are bringing it up. Just, recommend that folks go look at troublefreepool.com. Pretty much a straight up way to
well, one thing with a lot of these social videos and such, or social media, I apologize. If you were to have two people give you advice, one person is somebody clear across the United States that you've never seen before, and the other person's your friend on Facebook that you know and you see them at work every day. 9 times out of 10, depending on the person that you work with, of course, you're going to kind of trust that person. So when you share some of our content on YouTube, your friends and people and people who trust you are going to go, oh, wait a minute. Well, Lee has the pool over there. I've been to his pool. It's pretty clean. Now he's saying, hey, here's a video on how to clean your pool. They're going to automatically trust you. And they're, so that's kind of one way. Another way, it's just completely free. Share the videos. If you see a page on, the forum on Trouble Free Pool, share it to Facebook, because your friends are going to see that. It's completely free advertising.
Right on. Exactly. You're right. And also, looking back to the app for a minute here, I believe we can leave reviews on the app, right? Isn't that a way to rate the app, and therefore it gets better visibility? Is that the best way to look at that?
Yeah, that's completely the correct way. Is again, everything behind a computer is an algorithm anymore. You don't have some person really sitting there going, oh, well, I'm going to bump that up on search rankings. It's all an algorithm. So again, if Apple or Google or whoever sees that, 50 people today gave PoolMath a 5-star review, when somebody types in swimming pool care, Apple may look at it on the App Store and go, wait a minute, Trouble Free Pool's got some activity over there. And they're going to bump our app above some, pretty popular names out there that you happen to hear about, because of it's a real person giving a real ranking. And again, those reviews and everything, they're completely free to do.
Wonderful. That's neat. What about any future plans? Do we have any? I mean, I know we talked. There's some. I'm sure we're going to have some updates on PoolMath on the app here in the short term. But overall, for the forum overall, what are some?
So, yeah, I think some of the future plans are, we try to do kind of a yearly update for PoolMath. We did miss it this year thanks to COVID, but we are still working on it. We have kind of behind the scenes, hopefully a fairly large one coming out where it starts to track automation control. It'll track how much parts per million chlorine your saltwater generator makes and start allowing you to track that. Again, it's just COVID pushed everybody back, and myself, I work in logistics for a fairly large, warehouse, grocery store type chain. So I've been working, I don't even want to know how much every day anymore. On the forum, I think the biggest thing we're really looking for on the forum is COVID's made a lot of people slow down and really look at the people next to them and go, hey, I value this person. And I want to try to start making ways on the forum that we become even more of a family. We're a community right now. I want to bring us even closer. I want to know more about your pool. I want to know more about your kids. One of the biggest things that I see is, I love it personally when I see a picture of somebody who just put in this new $50,000 pool and here's their kid jumping into the pool even before it's done. I don't know why, but I love that. And I think some of the things that we're going to start doing, I want to try to promote that even more. I want to try to make it a little bit more social. We've all seen anymore on the news how kind of toxic, sites like Facebook can be. Everybody bickering about politics on who's best and stuff. A lot of people just don't like that anymore. And we all like our swimming pools. I want to bring people to TFP even more so just to chit chat about their swimming pool.
Right on, exactly. So kind of loop back again. We're here to discuss supporting the forum and generating some donations so that we can support it and we pay the bills and keep the server operating and keep everything out there for everybody. So again, I want to thank you, Lee, for your time. I think we see a bright future, and we have a lot of folks that have put in pools here in the last year and are continuing to put in some new pools. So all of you members out there that see this video, please consider giving a little support to the forum, and we'll move forward. So again, thank you for your time.
And thank you very much for all your work on this, Marty. It's something that, again, I know you do enjoy it, but I'm seeing more and more users popping in on all these discussions and stuff. They're enjoying them too. They're enjoying kind of everybody sitting around the swimming pool talking about swimming pools. People like that. Thank you.
All right. Take care.